Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Lemonade Mindset. I am your host, Rebecca Pierce. I am so happy to be with you here today. Boy, what a morning already! But I am so happy to be here. This show is brought to you by RLP Productions. These are the producers of the show, and I'm so grateful that we are able to come to you once again to share some words of inspiration and positivity because, honey, there is so much going on in the world right now. We need some positivity. We need some good news. Again, I woke up this morning and it seemed like from the moment I opened up my eyes, everything that could be going wrong is going wrong. But I am determined to stay fully grounded and present because this is how we get through our journey called life, learning how to stay grounded and present. And that's one of the things we're talking about today, how to live in the present moment, how to practice mindfulness, because it is so very easy to lose focus and to get caught up in the negative things and to allow that to consume us and take us off track, and in some cases, create a new identity for ourselves. And the lemonade mindset is all about changing your thoughts to change your life. And we here are determined to every week bring you some words of encouragement, a message that we hope will help you get through your week and give you the resources and the tools to help you stay grounded and focused on the journey that is your life. And so, again, we're talking today then about living in the present moment and how to do that. And so one of the first things I want to do is start off with an inspirational quote. We always try to do that. For those of you who are listening to us for the first time, we start off with an inspirational quote to, again, kind of ground this conversation and to give you something to tap back into should you need it during the week, other than also listening to the show again. So the quote my team found this week is from Pearl Cleage, who is an award-winning playwright. And the quote goes like this. The Buddhists believe that sometimes when everything is in turmoil, it's because something wonderful is ready to be born, and that thing is distracting you so it can have some privacy during the birthing process. Wow, that's a powerful quote. Because with that's the change of the mindset. That's what we mean by changing your thoughts to change your life. Because it's saying, if you look at turmoil, it often comes when something beautiful is about to occur. And perhaps it is there because the thing that's coming needs the space and the breath to come through in the manner in which it needs to. Because sometimes we can get so controlling and so caught up in how a thing is supposed to look or be that we often try to put our hands on it and we ruin it. So perhaps it is that we need to understand that turmoil is not necessarily designed to break us from the blessing, but to get our minds off of our desire to try to change or manipulate or control the blessing. That's a powerful way of looking at the world. It's a painful way because nobody likes chaos. Like I said this morning, everything, from the moment I woke up, one of the cars broke down. Before I came on the air today, got word that my daughter can't perform in one of her shows today because she wasn't at rehearsal last week. And, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to tell her I'm here, she's there, But all that is happening, and I'm calm. And I'm calm about it because I learned a long time ago about living in the present moment, that these things are going to happen, and getting all flustered and frustrated and angry it's not going to change anything. It's going to make things worse, in fact. So I have to stay focused. So today we're talking about 5 steps to being present in your life. And each of these steps, I hope you write them down. I would love for you to try them, to really, really begin to utilize them in your life, your daily living, because they are going to, I believe, help you change your thoughts to change your life. Remember, that's what we're all about here at the Lemonade Mindset. How to get to the next level of living is by changing your thoughts to change your life. So the first step is gratefulness. We've talked about this before, about having an attitude of gratitude. Gratitude literally changes the space. It changes the energy in the room. It allows for beauty. It allows for blessings to come through. And when you have an attitude of gratitude, the things that you most desire are more easily accessible to you because you learn how to be grateful for both the small things, and thus you will be grateful for the big things. So I wanted you to take a few seconds here, and I want you to think about, I want you to look around the room, look around you, and really think about deep in your heart the 3 things that you're grateful for. Let's do that for a few seconds. Think about it. What are the 3 things you're grateful for right now? The first thing I'm grateful for is the fact that I made it into my office safely. Because if you've seen the way these people drive out here, but seriously, there are people who are driving as if they don't care not only about their own lives, but the lives of others on the road with them. And so I'm grateful to be here, literally, because of the manner in which some people carry themselves in the world. The second thing I'm grateful for is the fact that I had food to eat this morning for breakfast. When I was growing up, we lived in poverty, and there were some days where we didn't have food to eat for breakfast or lunch. We went to school hungry. And so the fact that now I'm able to access that food is a blessing. I don't take that for granted because I know what it's like not to have it. So I am grateful that even though I may not have a bank account full of millions, I have enough to be able to provide nourishment for myself and my family, whether it's a piece of toast or full out eggs, ham, cheese, biscuit breakfast. I'm grateful for what I do have. The third thing that I'm grateful for is that I am able to talk to you, that I'm able to share with you the strategies and tips that I've learned throughout my journey thus far on how to live a positive life, how to think positively, to change the trajectory of my living, because for a long time I lived in the past. For many years, my whole focus was on what I was not good at and did not deserve because of the things that I had did in the past. And so I'm grateful that I was able to learn through many books that I've read and people that have encountered, and the decision that I made 2 years ago to finally love me. I am grateful to be here to share with you the lessons that I've learned, and I hope they are a blessing to you. So attitude of gratitude, gratefulness is number 1. Number 2, awareness. Truly recognizing that the only thing you have control over in any given moment or circumstance is you and your reaction to the thing. That is perhaps the hardest thing to master is self-awareness, because it requires you to really understand where your emotions are coming from. And emotions can be very uncomfortable because they tap into this feeling of inferiority or lacking that many of us carry. And so when we begin to understand where those emotions are coming from and how to work with them and how to learn how to control in many respects our responses to things that would normally be triggers for us in a negative way, we grow. We begin to grow as individuals, and we become better, I believe, human beings in that process. The third step is meditation and or journaling. Can you give yourself 2 minutes today? Can you shut your office door, put your earphones in your phone, and go to your meditation app, or go to YouTube and find a relaxation audio video? Do something. What can you do for 2 minutes or 5 minutes? Can you go for a walk? And just allow yourself to be present in the moment. Allow yourself to hear your breath, hear yourself breathe. If you can't do that, can you grab your journal or grab a notepad and set the timer on your phone for 5 minutes and just dump everything on the page, everything that you're feeling. And you can start with, I don't know what to write, and go from there. I do that exercise a lot with my students. We call it free writing. I give them 5 minutes at the beginning of class to just dump. And then when you're done in that 5 minutes, shred the paperwork, rip it up, put it in the trash. But it allows yourself, that process allows you to release. A lot of us are holding on to pain. We're holding on, and it's not healthy for us, both physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. It's not healthy for us. So this is a way to let go and get back to being present. The fourth thing, which requires some planning, is volunteering. There's a saying that, one way to step out of your own life for the moment is to try to step into someone else's, be a volunteer. There are a lot of organizations that are looking for people to help them during this holiday season. You have Toys for Tots, you have Secret Santas, you have organizations that need people to help them with the food pantries and or the soup kitchens. Where can you lend your hand? Where can you lend your voice or your gift to be of service to others? So volunteer somewhere. I want to encourage you to definitely do that. I know I am a veteran of the United States military. I served 6 years in the Air Force. There are many veteran-run organizations that need community help to serve that population. Find them. Go to the VA. Call the VA. See where you can be of service this holiday. The fifth thing is my favorite, of course, laughter. Oh my goodness, laughter releases this wonderful hormone called endorphins, a feel-good drug. And there's a lot of research that tells us that laughter is extremely beneficial to our body's ability to rejuvenate and to thrive. And so put on your favorite TV show, rerun, watch it, laugh, find some jokes that you like, laugh at those. I know on my social media pages, if you go to my Facebook page, Rebecca L. Pierce, you will see I have what we call the Sister Johnson Chronicles. I created that character to help people to laugh, to hopefully give people a moment where they don't have to think about, the things that are not, necessarily going right in their lives at this moment, or to get away for the moment. She's there for that very reason, to provide laughter and a moment. So, check her out on my Facebook and my Instagram pages, Rebecca Lynn Pierce or Rebecca L. Pierce, the Sister Johnson Chronicles. Google it. So just laugh. This weekend I spent an hour and a half watching one of my favorite shows of all time, Three's Company. I needed that moment because there's a lot going on in my life, as I mentioned. I have a lot of things happening, a lot of things to juggle. I needed that moment, and I love to laugh. Not only does it feel good, but it just, like I said, it releases. So laughter. So let's go those 5 steps again. Gratefulness, having an attitude of gratitude. Awareness, understanding that the only thing you can control or have control over is yourself. Tap into those emotions, see what's going on with you, and learn how to identify your triggers and then rein those feelings in. Meditation or journaling. Give yourself space, give yourself stillness so that you can reconnect. Volunteer. Again, you got to plan this, but put yourself out there. Who can you be of service to this season? And then laughter. If you can't laugh at yourself, you're not living. So, laugh, find a TV show, your favorite comedy sketch, read the Sister Johnson Chronicles. Again, you can Google Sister Johnson Chronicles, hashtag Sister Johnson Chronicles. Let me say that again, hashtag Sister Johnson Chronicles, and just laugh out loud. Let yourself be present in that moment, enjoy it. And I have a sixth one that's that I want to encourage you to do. One of the things we often need reminders. Sometimes because, as we get older, the brain doesn't remember everything. So to give you something tactical, I want to encourage you to get some sticky notes, write yourself some encouraging words or your favorite quotes on sticky notes or postcards, and put them in strategic places in your home, in your car, at your office, so that when you turn to them, turn to that particular spot, you'll see that message, and it will remind you to stay present. You can also, if you don't know what to write or have access to anything like that, if you go to our November and December issue of the Lemonade Mindset magazine, the online magazine, we have in there for you reminder cards. We have in there inspirational little messages for you that you can, print that page, cut them out, and paste them or put them wherever you want to, in the mirror in your car when you flip it down to check out your makeup or make sure there's nothing between your teeth. You'll be reminded, and you put it in your phone pocket or your phone case, But if you go to rlpproductions.com, and you go to our magazine, the e-magazine, the November and December issue has those inspirational little cards in there for you to utilize. Print that page out, cut them out, right? So, we want to encourage you again to understand that mindfulness, being present, is a conscious choice to be here and not in the past. When we focus on the past, we're we are allowing ourselves to be distracted from being here, and that means we could miss some wonderful things here. But if we are going to go reflect on the past, let's only do it for two things. Number one, to reflect on good memories, so that again we release those happy hormones. So reflect on good memories. Or number two, go back to review a lesson that you learned so that it can help you make a decision in this present moment. So the past should only be brought back up when you are looking to it to remember the good times to help you feel good in this present, and or to review a lesson learned to help you with a current lesson. We don't want to use the past as the escape. We don't want to use it as our hiding place. So we want to encourage you to make a conscious decision to be present in your life here so that you can see to see what is here, what is happening now. The holidays are for being gratefully present in our lives and those that we love. Many of us have lost loved ones this time of year. We want to reflect on them. Yes, we want to remember them, absolutely. But we want to also be grateful for the time that we had with them. And we want to remember them and live with them in the current moment in love. Not in pain, but in love. So let's do that. So I'm so happy you guys tuned in today. Again, visit us on rlpproductions.com. Subscribe to the magazine starting January 1. The Lemonade Mindset magazine will be a yearly subscriptions, 12 issues a year for $25. You can find all that information on our website at rlpproductions.com. If you can't afford that or are unable to get the magazine at this time, then we have the weekly newsletter that comes out that's free, but you must subscribe. Again, you can subscribe at our website, rlpproductions.com. Subscribe to that weekly newsletter, which is coming out today, Monday, the 16th of December. That's where we're at. Oh my gosh, we're almost halfway through December. Can you believe it? And again, follow us on social media. On Twitter, we are at ProductionsRLP, or also Rebecca Pierce. On Facebook, we are at, again, Rebecca L. Pierce or RLP Productions. On Instagram, you can find me at Rebecca Lynn Pierce. And on LinkedIn, I'm at Rebecca Pierce. And of course, everything always links to the Lemonade Mindset. So, you have opportunities to find us, the Lemonade Mindset podcast, the Lemonade Mindset e-newsletter, and the Lemonade Mindset magazine. And stay tuned for some great news we also have with our projects we're doing in 2020. Remember, we are all about using film, theater, publishing, food, publishing, I said publishing, but with books. When I refer to publishing, I mean with books and the magazine, of course, and the newsletters, all things written communication. We are here to tell good stories through those mediums. And so with that, I hope that you will send us your good stories, send us your words of inspirations. If you have any tips or strategies for living in the present, having an attitude of gratitude, letting your light shine, loving yourself, self-love, anything encouraging and positive and uplifting that's going to help us get through, please feel free to send that to, again, rlpproductions.com. Our website is there. And I hope that we continue to be of service to you. Follow us on iTunes. Follow us on Podbean. We are here. And with that, I thank you so much for tuning in. You guys have a fantastic week. And thank you so much. Bye-bye.